Oh, look, I'm live. Yay. I don't know how this thing works, guys. I don't go live a lot, so hopefully if you're watching this, hit me up and let me know you can hear me okay. If you are in here, I saw DJS 123 who enjoyed the videos from the National. I'm just doing like a recap. I'm going to see if some people want to jump in here. I was trying to I post a StreamYard link there. I was trying to pin it. Again, I don't have like the paid stream like a lot of people have because I'm not on here a whole lot. So why am I going to pay $40 to $70 a month and not have, not get on? Maybe I just need to get on more too. Might be in the future. You never know, right? Yeah, working on YouTube. Yeah, well, it's the dream at the end of the day. I don't have to go to real work and I could just sit here and hang out with you guys and bring content. That would be fun. But, just to make lots of money to do that. But I had a great time at the National. How's my mic? Do I sound okay? I'm not too loud. I don't want to be too loud. If that makes sense. Let me move this over on my screen. I have one of those massive, like, I don't know, 24-inch long screens, um, which I only usually use one part here and then a bunch of other things on the other side. If somebody does want to call in, they can. Let's see. I don't know if that pins it or not. Probably need to get one of these professionals on here like Rob. Give me an idea how I'm supposed to do this. But then again, he probably has a paid version, probably sponsored. All right, cool, cool, cool. Um, DJ, quick question on the videos that you've watched. Is there anything I can do better on those videos? Um, Let me know if you can also hear my kid in the background. She's playing something on the little Vision Pro thingy. I can hear on my headset, but I don't know if y'all can actually hear. Which it's better off if you can't. I will see if some people get in. I'm gonna show basically some pickups. I'll probably open some packs, some stuff that I got from the National. Um, this is one of those things too. Leighton Sports, which actually I'm wearing a hat from Leighton as well. Not Leighton from just Collect, but Leighton Breaking. Um, this is cool because this is a little box cutter, and it's weird because it's got a safety feature to it. Like if you try to open it up, I can't do it. It's got a little button on it. You literally got to do like a pressure like in and down, and then it exposes this little tiny blade, which I wasn't sure. They let me on the airplane with it, so somebody said I had to be under 2 inches to get on a plane. Which I'm John Wick style. You give me a pencil, I don't need a blade. But this thing's actually really cool. It is a little tricky to get used to popping open, but a lot of times we were at the one of the trade nights, and we couldn't get a box open, and a guy handed me the box to open up. That's the one of the images from the or videos with the Otani to 10, and then the Pete Crow Armstrong to 25. That was the box that I had to open up for him because he couldn't get the plastic off. He's like, I don't have nails. And I was like, take the edge of a top loader, stick it in the wedge, and just kind of like make a slice action, and that's how we ended up getting it open. And then he pulls a couple bangers out. I don't know what that black Otani is worth. I don't know if you put it on eBay. I should probably go look real quick because that's actually a good question. Because we were trying to figure out what's a black Otani number to 10 from the national packs worth. Any guesses? Otani to 10. Let's just type in national and see what comes up there. If it comes up, I'll recognize it immediately if I see it. It's not even one live right now. Let's look at sold real quick like here. While y'all are in the background. Nope, nothing sold either. So yeah, I don't know what that card's worth. People are throwing dumb numbers out there. That doesn't mean it's accurate. It is what it is. Lurock, you get bored, you can hit that link and call in. I know you haven't been on the tubes a whole lot lately, but anything if you want to jump in and chit chat, I'm gonna go over some stuff I got from the National. How you doing, Felipe? Let's see if I click on these things. There we go. Look at that. I'm getting into Dustin mode here. I don't want to fall behind, and then I'll have basically Carlos roast me. Felipe, I got some great members, guys. I got really great members that you know watch the channel religiously, enjoy the content. It's very specific. It's niche. There's not a lot of people that do exactly what I do. I want to get better. I got to figure out how to stop shaking. And it's because I'm usually stretched out. And a lot of times I'm filming in the morning and I like to fast in the morning. And when I do that, I become a little more shaky. Sometimes you're just holding a cool card up and you're like, and it's just, do you want the refractor? By the way, this is a gift from Paul V. Room. He's in a lot of the things. He's a Green Bay Packer fan. He gave me some Bucks cards. I gave him some Green Bay cards that we pick up at shows that are cheap. But this is one of my favorite years of Finest. I just love what they did with this design. I really wish they would, bring it back. There's a little Duflex action back when Pinnacle was making cards, which we don't complain because look, that's a technically non-licensed helmet. There's no. Here's the Warren Sapp too. There's no logo on the helmet. Hard to see. I think it's so bright and so clean. And then a couple just other golds of guys that played for the Bucks. Nobody special. The work done's a base card, but that's pretty much how that looks. Going on Penny Sleeve Steve. 7. Is it 7 or Sven? Sven Patrick. Yeah, fishing pearls in the background. Yeah, that's actually the one pole up here that's up against the wall. That one's super old. I mean, that's a bamboo rod, but I don't think I could break that if I tried. I could use that to pole vault. The other one's one of those rods I've used to catch my biggest snook, which is a little over 40 pounds. It was 52 inches long. That thing has a grouper fishing lure on it that when you reel that baby in and you're throwing it out like a regular lure, you're holding onto the rod and reel. And you probably get 2 or 3 casts in. You got to put about a 2 or 3 minute rest in after that because you're physically working out. It's quite crazy. Hopefully one night it can get out there, get y'all some video what that looks like. The pier I used to fish in Clearwater doesn't stay open overnight anymore, where the fish like to really congregate around the lights. And so I don't get that luxury anymore. And I keep talking to the city, and they're like, because it's owned by the city, the Pier 16 Clearwater, and they're like, oh, we can't find nobody to work. I just think they're just lying to me, and they just don't want anybody to be out there at night. I guess I don't know. I'm trying my best. I just asked them, twice a week, open it up. I'll be there. Thank you very much, Mike Collecting. I appreciate it, Mr. Stuke. I don't know how I missed you at the show. I'm still kind of bummed about that, to be completely honest with you. Uh, but I hope you had a good show and you enjoyed it. I was going to show off some of the things I picked up. Here's this cool thing that eBay was doing. They weren't giving away judges, but this is, the PSA case with the chain. First, I wasn't sure it was going to go over my head, but it did. This actually kind of sold out. It was a free item, but it sold out, and everybody's walking around wearing them. It's kind of a joke and it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of cool as well because you get to, kind of pimp your card. And, some people are just pimping like $5 graded slabs. So I thought that was pretty funny as well. But it's a lot of fun. And again, especially for the kids, I thought eBay did a great job this year at what they did at the National. Their booth set up, the way they did the giveaways, pimping the hell out of eBay Live, pimping the hell out of their scanner tool. I mean, that's just what they were doing. And it was working. They did a great, great job. You could be super close to an athlete, like within 4 or 5 feet, literally. And with the first, all my days were confused. Babe Ruth's wife, no, whoa, daughter was there. She'd be real old, and they were auctioning off some stuff from her estate on eBay Live during the show. And I was sitting right behind them. So sometimes if you went back and looked at eBay Live towards the end, you'll see me sitting in the background, just kind of chilling. Because in order to also win stuff while you were there, you had to be sitting down. You couldn't just walk up because they're handing out $10, $20 packs of cards. So that was just one of those activations. I know next year when I go, I'm going to try to get a little bit better of giving that data out the first day. But a lot of these installations weren't going on until Friday and Saturday. So there were certain things that I didn't see until Friday or Saturday because they weren't either handing something out, they weren't running that promo, that giveaway, that interaction with the actual person there. So there's a little bit of give and take there. I appreciate it, Rays. Yeah, you met Neo. Whoa, it's the other way around, by the way. You didn't meet Neo. Neo met you because that you're more important than Neo in this YouTube community. He's an up and comer, but at the end of the day, Mr. Stuke, you're a legend. So we're going with you first, sir. Bay Area card system. Yeah, I am. I'm going to be really interested to see normal pricing again because it was not normal pricing at the show. You could definitely find stuff, but if you're looking for the key stuff that you really want to, not even get a deal, just maybe buy because you're at the national. That wasn't really a thing. Again, I show a lot of crazy cards in my feed for the cards and cases because a lot of those things either they'll pop up again or have already popped up in previous cards and cases because technically I'm creating a digital encyclopedia of time and or it may pop up again in the future or you'll never ever see them again. And that's the interesting thing and what I love about what I do is I can go back in time and see something or somebody can see something they've never seen before and maybe go chase it. And or sometimes like Lou Rock did for I believe Sticks and Steams, go find a card that I posted. And that's why I try to get ahead of a show that's a 2 day show, get to that first day, get that content out in the evening so that somebody has the potential to go to that show the next day and potentially find that card that I showed. And that's very exciting. That happens quite a bit more now than it ever has before. And that's exciting for me. Let's see what else we got here. Sick. Lou, happy to see you in chat. Well, I was happy to see Lou in chat. We need to get Lou. We need Lou on some shows. That's what we need. We need some more Lou in life. Oh, I appreciate it, T Fig. I had a great time with you. Hope you and your dad had a great time as well. Um, you know, Steve seeing you and your dad at the show and enjoying the giveaway and being able to bring your dad and do something like that. I have a video of Steve that I have not posted yet, and I got to try to bump the audio up. He's okay with me posting it, but Steve broke down at one point because he got emotional. He's like because he's torn about doing the giveaway because he's not as into cards as he used to be, even though this looked like it might have fueled a little fire to him. But Steve likes so many different things and has so many different avenues that he enjoys that right now, or for at least the last year and a half, cards hasn't been that thing that fueled him like it was once was. And he broke down. He just was excited to see you and your dad there and how that made him feel of him doing that. And then he started to, get choked up with the fact that, is he walking away from something like this that helps other people feel great about something? And so we'll see. If not, it's we've talked about it potentially just off center itself taking over the event, and maybe me forefronting dealing with the hotel, dealing with getting the tickets, getting all that stuff air, whatever we may do. It'd be more helpful if we had more help to get that done, and hopefully maybe this year going into the next national we can definitely do that. Um, but yeah, I'm happy to meet you. Happy to see you. Happy you had a great time. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, guys. It really is. No matter how silly, stupid, or dumb we get, or whether or not we disagree or agree, it's a hobby. It's more than that. With friends, and then some people that become more than friends. People like family. So had a great time though. Again, the other thing that was cool is people doing custom cards uh, this was Hit Seeker. They did the thing with the Chicago being in the back. Somebody calling me. Sorry about that. If you heard MC Hammer in the background, they did a bean. I threw a ball in the air, and because I already knew that the picture flash was slow. I do photography, so I get an idea of is this going to freeze the ball, and I knew it wasn't because it's going to be on like a 1/4 delay on the flash. And I was like, let me spin the ball and let me see if I could catch it in the air without it being too messed up. And that was fun. Again, they even gave me a one touch, a little sticker on it. It's cut kind of like a Pokemon card with a rounded quarter. Theirs was really good in the cut for sure. Because Upper Deck was also doing theirs. I'll show you the Upper Deck ones. I got a little greedy with the Upper Deck because you could get two pictures and I went 2 different times a day, and then the guy wasn't standing around. I hit the button by accident because I figured I knew what I was doing on screen, so I got an extra card. But these are kind of what they look like at Upper Deck. So, and you can get them with the autographer area, so I can autograph it, or you could get it where it's straight through. I mean, I don't know why you would do the other one, but I just ended up, hey, there's me again. Hey, there's me again. Hey, there's me. And when I was getting these done, I ended up winning a raffle the last day at the Upper Deck booth and ended up winning a Fleer Ultra golf box, which I've never even opened golf before, other than maybe the Tiger Woods' rookie year. So that's going to be fun to open up for sure. Because I like opening stuff up. I don't care if it's mine or not. You just sent me down and let me open stuff. I'm going to do it. Yeah, T-Fig, enjoy it. Maybe try to repeat next year if you can. I mean, again, it's a contest that, the way we run it, anybody can win the thing, and that's what's crazy. Free trip to the national and just a bunch of other free stuff. I mean, why not? Why wouldn't you? The other thing too, what was I up at? Ultra Pro. I do like their new soft case. I like it better than the Zion hard cases because the Zion hard case is super heavy. And the soft case they made is way lighter. The only thing I didn't like about it, it's like a handheld handle. And I told him, why don't you have a body strap for this, like, or a backpack strap or some type of thing? Oh, that's a great idea. I'm like, you guys work there and you can't come up with this crap? Like, why? What am I doing out here? Oh, the big dog up in the house. See, this is what happens on a Thursday. There ain't a whole lot going on. People got to go looking around because even I was looking around. I was like, I might as well just go live. Uh, Good old Jay Lee up in the house. Here's a couple Jay Lee cards. Boom. Couple autographs I got from Jay Lee. I'm gonna have this massive collection. Jay Lee, I need a wrestling card. I might have to make a wrestling card of you next year. We might have to hit all the genres up for you. That would be great. Victor, rookie card specialist, was giving out cards as well at random. I got a red, which he said is the most rare. Me and him have had our dispute in the past, as well as me and Bobby Burrell. He'd buy the true RC on the back. You see it's numbered 16 to 200. So a lot of guys now that do the custom cards, and it's a lot of fun, guys. We like cards, and I hope we like ourselves a little bit. So put ourselves in the card and have a good time. Again, do it. It's a lot of fun. It just is, guys. It's just one of those things. E Young, what up? Yeah, always great to see you too, Jeremy. I mean, you're always a delight. You're great to everybody, and I've always been extremely appreciative of you. Yeah, Lee in the building. But yeah, Ultra Pro is handing out these bumpers. Again, I'm not super big on bumpers. These aren't that bad though. Really aren't. They got like a tire track feel to the side of them. I'm not a bumper guy, but that's why I put the rock in here. I actually got this card from what's his name? Used to own Leaf. Can't think of it right now, but it'll come to me. Bry, the big Bry, and I got this from a live stream like 2 years ago because I wanted this Rocky card or rock card. So I was like, oh, let me put the tough case around the tough guy. And I just thought it was just funny. It was just me having a good old time with myself, basically. Uh, Back in the day, I did some manga cards for the guys. I had Flippin' Steve sign my updated manga of him, Neo, because I had blue writing and I couldn't see it across there. I'm like, y'all have to re-sign these for me, so I made them. And then the Mario one. It's funny is because they were like, "Why don't you have a manga?" I was like, mm, maybe because I wasn't thinking of myself like that. But I think I should because that would make the trifecta. And then we did the off-centered cards, and I had them sign them in the white ink when it made it look like if it was the Queen cover and did off centered and handed these to each of the guys and a few other people. I got one for Lou Rock. I know Jeremy's got one. I gave one to him because he's always been appreciative of those type of things. And I got to get one over to Orlando as well. Baseball card curmudgeon in the house. What up? The guys that had the Wimby with the alien ship on it. It's the one of one card that was in the Wimby box that was, I don't know, like $10,000 or $15,000 a box, and you're guaranteed an auto. But they had that RPA with the drawings of the alien and the spaceships and stuff like that. And they were handing out autographed cards of themselves. They're from overseas. They're international. I mean, they had a whole international section that had just some of the best cards at the show from a modern standpoint, and they were handing out their own cards. So you can probably go look them up. Preserving something brothers, but it's like they even got a Panini logo on this thing. Um, like straight up, I guess maybe it's an actual Panini card. It looks like it is. I mean, I have my thoughts on Panini right now, but Kiki, I can't. I mean, again, but if you're even their telephone numbers on there, you can reach out to them. Crazy stuff. It's fun to see even internationalized coming over here with their own autograph cards. I always enjoy that. I just do. Prestine's Auctions was doing a $20 gift card. I don't know what that gets you off at Prestine Auctions, but they were just handing these out. You walk by, I ended up with two of them, QR codes on the back. They were just handing them out as you walk through. Let's see. The guys that have the big star cards for Jordan upstairs, he's been on a bunch of shows recently as well. His business card is the 85 star Jordan, which I don't have a real 85 star Jordan, but now I have at least the front half of one that looks good enough for me to be a little happy. And then on the back, it's got his QR code and his phone number for the stuff he sells and does. That's fun too. Big Scott gave me one of his autograph cards as well. Again, everybody comes with a different angle or different enjoyment. He took the Simpsons route on this one. Has his information on the back of it too. That's a lot of fun. I gotta get better at doing the back of the cards. And then Wade Boggs fan. Wade Boggs lives here in Tampa. So I always think of this guy. He did it with the old Lou Gehrig Says design as well. Handed one of those out. Some other guys had cards too. Maybe I wasn't around when they're handing them out. They may not know me as well to hand me one as well. So no big deal. This one guy had a free gift, 50,000 Jordan sold stream. I just like the card, and I like promo cards. I love promo cards, and I even have some of the old Jordan promo cards from the National that I need to figure out if somebody grades them because it is a National promo. It's technically, I guess, a licensed card. It's got Jordan in the Chicago Bulls uniform on it, so I don't really know where that falls into place. But um, the what was it, Jeremy? If you're still in here, was it Friday night when you allowed me or invited me? I shouldn't say allowed me. You invited me to the eBay party at the restaurant where I met a bunch of fantastic people that I usually get light interaction with. I got to sit there and talk to people. And I was outside because I wanted to meet Gamer Girls. And I haven't seen her in person ever. So it was our first time meeting as well as a bunch of other people. And two of the guys out there from overseas, and one of the guy like repacks Star Wars. He created this pack. It's like a paper pack, and then he like taped the back of it, but he made it look like if it was a real pack from like the late or early 80s, late 70s. And he put actual real Star Wars cards in this pack. I'll probably open it and reseal it because it's just a piece of masking tape on the back, but I want to keep it in good condition because it's a memory too. So it's something that I enjoy. So it's something I may open up here as well. Tecmo Bowl was handing out these Bo Jackson cards. They were in a pack that you get a QR code, and when you open it, you take the QR code, go to the website, enter it in, and you could win an autographed Tecmo Bowl a Bo Jackson card of this type, not the one that's the original one. But I thought that was this again a cool promo. I love the promos. I just like to see what people give out. They might hand out 10,000 of them. I don't really care. Um, Gary V this year, they weren't handing out cards like they were the previous year. At least I never saw them do that. This was at the booth, which was interesting because I got my pack last year from them, which is an actual national only exclusive pack at Trade Night. This year I didn't see something like that I came across at least because Gary V gave me that pack himself last year. This was just a sticker pack. Um, Last year they wouldn't give me one because I wasn't a kid, which I don't overly dislike, but listen, there's adults buying this stuff, and there are adults that enjoy this stuff, and to exclude them because of age, I don't like. If you're gonna give it out to everybody, give it out to everybody. If you're gonna say it's just for kids, make sure you give it to just kids. And last year I saw them doing that a little bit back and forth. I don't even let's see what these stickers look like. I don't even know what they look like. I don't know if there's any type of like special thing. Very, stickery pack because it's loose. I do like that it's a foil pack. You can't reseal these easily, these guys. I think all packs need to be foil, and then they could recycle the aluminum or foil. That would be funny. All right, so sticker pack looks like just one sticker, and it's this little tiny troll sticker. Look at that little stick on him and everything. What an animal! And then it's just little doohickey again. He does these little things. It's like I guess like a panini sticker for soccer, and you just fill it out. But it's whatever. I think my kid will probably like this though. What else did I win? Slash get. Oh, here, because like I said, I'm opening some stuff up that I won. This is a We the Hobby Let It Rip. So this is one of the installations. Almost everything, just give them an email, like them on Instagram, and you can get something. They didn't like say you couldn't come back the next day. Most things I didn't go back the next day because I was just trying to figure out new stuff that was going on. And so this, I don't think there's anything in here specific. Let's open it up and see what we get. Opens up. I think this is kind of like the introduction to trying to, get into ripping. So this is a pack. So look, I got a pack of Monopoly basketball, and then the We the Hobby National, another alien thing. The aliens are coming, guys, because everything's got aliens in it. I'm just giving you disclosure, full facts. I make fun of it, but you're gonna have to deal with that. So yeah, there's that. Get rid of that. Let's see what's in our. So it's a Monopoly FIFA World Cup. Let's see if we can't hit like a Messi or somebody out of this thing. It's Monopoly too, but that doesn't mean you can't hit something. You see crazy stuff. Let's see. Any shiny? Nothing shiny. 4 cards. Anybody good? Nah, nothing good. Nothing good, guys. Nothing good. Anybody in the chat outside of, obviously, I know Jeremy and Mr. Stuke went to the National. Anybody else go to the National? Also, Lou Rock, if you're still around, are you going to the National next year? Are you? Are we making plans now? Can we lock this baby in? Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's this other weird thing that they were giving out at trade night. This is a pack of deer cards. And you're like, oh, deer cards. What's interesting is they were telling me the back of it makes a story. So in order to read the whole book, you have to collect all the cards in order to get every page of the story, which maybe Harry Potter that would work. But they did put, because I already seen these open, and they gave an example of some of them. They do have some flashy cards though. So this is one of them. I mean, it's got a good design to it, but I'm like, why wouldn't you choose like a bear or a lion or something? A deer? This one's really cool because it's a hollow foil. It's harder to see. There it goes. They have a few different ones that they would get. These are just free. On the back is a page of the story. I didn't want to tell the guy it was a bad idea. I just took the pack and moved along with my life. Obviously we had All Touch was upstairs. They were giving out these if you were following them, so you get an All Touch if you won a few days in a row. They can't remember who everybody is. You'll get another one if you like to grab more than one of something for swag. They gave out different thicknesses. Bear Swap was up there, and they gave out these sleeves that cover your PSA cases and stuff like that. It's always funny because it says Veriswap down there, and everybody's like, "Oh, what'd you get on Veriswap?" I was like, "I've never been on Veriswap, guys, to do anything. I'm literally just grab this, and it takes me like a whole year to even go through a pack of them just to cover stuff up." DC Sports 87 was handing out the One Touch that are customized. Ultra Pro did that too, but you had to spend like $50 in order to get one of these. And the ones at Ultra Pro, which I showed in the video, those were marketed directly at the National. So it would say 2026 National, and it had different designs on it. But they had these One Touches as well. But let's see what else. Anything else crazy? Deer, Bo Jackson. Oh yeah. So see, I did get a fat pack as well. Absolute Football 2025. I forgot what I did to get this. I didn't have to take anything off. But I think I spun a wheel and I ended up with a pack. So let's see if there's anything in this Absolute pack. I'm just going to thumb through because let's face it, the majority of them are going to be. Oh, we got an upside down card. So this card's upside down. So let's see if we flip this thing around. Do we have anything? It's a gold stars to 325 of Elijah Arroyo. So we got, I guess that would be a yellow stars. The insert at least. What up, pick 6? You made it. Yes, you did made it. I made it too. I made it back. Let's see if there's anything else in here. We have an Austin Genty purple. Not numbered. Rookie card. Again, they just changed the color of the foiling. By Storm. Any other good rookies? Riley Leonard, Tyler Booker, and then a bunch of base cards. So again, we got a number card in that fat pack, so that's cool. I don't know who Elijah Arroyo really is. He's a wide receiver, but nobody that stands out to me. Topps Chrome Formula Un. I got this pack. This is a hobby pack. I got this at trade night. They were just up on stage getting ready to start. They literally handed a pack to everybody. They wanted to start with the kids, which I was perfectly fine with. They handed out like 4 boxes of these. So this is a hobby. So you can hit some big does. I got a Lando Norris on the back, so that's always a good thing. I don't know if the hits are on the back. Let's see. I mean, who doesn't like cars, right? I went straight. Did I miss? Those are thick cards. Let's see. Was I missed a card? There's that one right there. Future Stars. Don't know who he is. Oliver Bierman. Then Nikita Burden. And then I know there's a Lando on the back. Let's see if there's any color to Lando. Nope. But I did get a Lando. That's cool. Lando Norris. Big old with a thumbs up. Kind of. I think he's just taking something off and his thumb hasn't to be in the air. So that was cool. I mean, and then there was one other pack. This pack I got during the whatnot thing. There was a guy trying to hit a lady. And the lady was standing in front of me. And she was probably 20 feet from the stage. and he's throwing these things like he's Batman throwing a batarang or whatever they're called, and he's missing. He threw like 6 of them. I ended up catching one. She ended up getting one, but dude, these things were flying. Like, I had to stop it in order to get it after I picked it up off the ground. So I have no idea what condition these things. This is a hobby pack of Prism Deca. So again, potential to get something big. You never know. Let's see if I see any color. I'm just gonna write through it. I'm not even gonna play the game. There we go. Wiggins. Oh, I got a blue coming up. Zion. That's post buffet. Blue. Cam Spencer. Are blues numbered? Let's see. Yeah, numbered to 149. Cam Spencer for the Grizzlies. Cool looking card. Blue. Blue's shiny. Gasol, Abaya, Patrick Ewing, Caruso, blah, 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 blah. No big boys there. Again, we got a colored card that was numbered, so you never know. That could have been a 1-on-1. Mr. Mangini in the house. Orlando in the house. Oh, look, we're rolling right through. We got Hall of Famers in here, guys. Again, if anybody is bored and wants to pop in with me, feel free. I'm just discussing some national, going through some stuff I picked up, bunch of freebies, going over some things I won, and just going to talk a little bit about the show here coming up as well. Might open that box of Fleer Ultra basketball that I won. I had a great time, and yes, it is about meeting the people. The cards bring us there. The event itself. A lot of people don't like all the hoopla. I love the hoopla. Not just because I'm getting free stuff, because it's the only time I have the ability to go and talk to a company. And we have to have at least one show a year that you can really get involved with all these companies and or see what's going on or get some, clarification or anything like that. Look at that. We might break up in here. Oh, Jesus. Going hard here, guys. I'm feeling good. Lou, did you pick up the Adobe card? We'll see if he answers that there. But again, I like the hoopla. I love all the different things. I need to go on with a true target. It's so hard for me to specifically target a specific card there because people are coming with the intention of selling high and usually just holding. I do think there's usually a different preference when it comes to vintage versus not necessarily modern, but that mid-tier modern with that late 90s to early 2000s, which is really the golden era for myself in collecting and seeing all the inserts. I still see inserts I've never ever seen before. And I find that so interesting. And I always try to figure out how rare something is because it's so skewed that we don't get pack odds like we used to. And if you want to really figure out how rare something is, you had to go find an old Beckett and then go look up the odds because those are the books that had all the data and information at least. And we don't get that anymore. I keep saying I wish Beckett would put out an annual. I don't even care if you don't put pricing necessarily in. You could put like, I guess maybe last comp pricing at some point or a rough estimate. I don't really care. But I'd like to see an image of every single insert. Color insert. I'll pay $300 for this book, guys. I want something that I can flip to a page, look at 2001 Donruss playoff, whatever, and I'll be able to see what each card looked like, even in the variation. So again, like I have some stuff that people don't know that it's a card number to 100, but the first 25 are autographed, and it'll in the back in the day it would just say no pricing due to scarcity. You don't know that in today's time. Even if you go to the Beckett forums and stuff like that, where they give you the rundown, it doesn't tell you anything. It just doesn't. 51. You're going to do a deep dive on the 51 Connie Mac Dobie on the Rick and John show. All right. There you go, Lou Rock. Finally have something to watch. I mean, I know there's football started tonight, but my God, those two teams that they're playing are god awful. I don't see much happening for them. Yeah, I know. Lou, are you going next year? You're in the chat. We got people that are here that are curious about this. I want some definite push right now. And listen, Carlos, if ChatGPT, Grok, Gemini, if they want to build this baby for me and put Dr. Beckett's face on it, I'll still buy it. I want a discount though if Dr. Beckett's on it. Going out and meeting everybody too was great. I mean, I think the earliest I even went to bed was 1:30, one of the nights, and then the earliest had to be up was when Ryan Nolan was having his breakfast, which was fantastic to go and hang out with. It's always nice to sit down with people, kind of in a lower one-on-one situation where you don't have 2,000 people around you, and you can just kind of sit there and chill and have a normal conversation. Because let's face it, we start getting into the evening, we start drinking, we start eating, Petty starts yelling, and then shit hits the fan, and then we never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, we definitely missed Lou. He would have had a great time, especially this year, I think. Yeah, there's a lot more competition for that card. That's completely true. All right, you'll be there. You're locking it in. Do you know who you're staying with? Where you're staying yet? I don't even know when you can book a hotel right now. I tried to look at some of the hotels and they said they weren't booking for that time. I even tried some Airbnbs. They wouldn't even let me go that far out for the Airbnb on some of these things. Yeah, Carlos does need to go to the National. We might have to abduct him. We'll black van, pull up. I'll get Eric. I might have to abduct Eric, roofie him, and then go and find Carlos when he steps outside for the first time in a week. Grab him, pull him in, blindfold him, and just not let him see light until we actually get to the show floor, and then kind of put him in the back of the room, make him find his way out. There goes Paul. Paul showed a few of the cards that you gave me earlier. So you already got yeah, you got to. God, I locked in a hotel. Where are you staying? I would like to stay close enough to walk, because even the Airbnbs went up quite a bit in price. That it's almost now like, would I rather pay the extra $150, $200 a day to be able to walk somewhere? Because we stayed in a very nice neighborhood. The house was just fine, but you still have 15, 20-minute drive in because of traffic usually. And it's just to go back and forth. If you want to go back and shower and come back, it's kind of like a 1 hour swing is what it feels like. And that's with you actually just kind of not taking your time. And Orlando, not Eric. I have to meet Eric at some point. I met his wife multiple times. Yeah, an Airbnb would be preferred. What sucks is there's no Airbnbs super close to the actual place. The one we stayed at the previous year, which was literally straight up the same road the Stevens Center's on, was super easy. But I mean, that's full speed at 50 miles an hour for 10 minutes. So you can't walk it. It's not a walkable thing. You're not even for 30 minutes. That would have been, I think it was an hour and 10-minute walk. But because of the road and speed, you could get there very quickly. I like this plan. Eric Boyle's your plan and have a fresh guy. Stu, I guess I was next to Paul and didn't know it. That's very possible. Paul blends in quite well. Quite well. Best deal in 2 to 5 miles south, O'Hare. I just want something I can walk. I know Steve and I, the second year we went, we walked from the hotel that was just on the other side of the overpass. And that's the same walk we pretty much had when me, Dustin, and Steve had to jump out of the Uber in order to get to the hotel, because the line cars was not moving. So we definitely got there way faster than it would have been sitting in traffic by probably 20 minutes. But it just is what it is. Let's see, does it kind of suck that you can't go back midday as easily? Yes. Yeah. Well, I mean, Rob always boasting about it. I went back to the hotel and took a nap and came back after I did 13 things, but half the time, obviously, Rob leaves us in the dust anyway. Hey, guys, what's going on? You turn around, he's gone for 9 hours. Or you'll call him and be like, what do you want to do for dinner? He's like, oh, I'm at a dinner. I'm like, I work on those sponsorship dollars. You know how that goes, guys. But again, had a great time. I enjoy all the hoopla. I thought the Whatnot area was done very well this year versus in the past. I felt like there was less notable giveaways because they put the guys in smaller booths than they've had in the past. And even Backyard being where they were extremely easy to approach in their area, because I was able to sell them 2 boxes. I don't know if you see their Instagram. They opened 2 of those exchange boxes that I sold Grant for from Steve, because Steve did really well on those, and we don't know what happened to the other 4. But I sold those to him. He ripped those on stream and got the Judge Red auto, and then the triple auto from the the Braves. And he was like, "Where's that guy at? I want to buy the rest of the boxes," which he was giving me a hard enough time just selling those to him at 500, because at first I went at him at $700 a pop. But I mean, again, you couldn't get those boxes unless you had a redemption that was 2+ years old and you're willing to turn it in, and they were only giving you 1 box per $100 that it was worth. But again, you could get cards in the thousands, and if you saw what Steve did, hitting the Otani, the 2 Judge autos, and the Kershaw with the last 4 boxes he had, and that was after he'd already sold the other 6 boxes for 3 grand. Did very well. So, and those packs or boxes, even it's 1 card, 1 autograph guaranteed, is those are all expired redemptions, and all those expired redemptions from that time period that most of them came from is a lot of Judge, a lot of Otani, a lot of Harper, a lot of Vlad Guerrero. And then we saw Hank Aaron get hit and some other stuff. So it's just one of those things that moving forward, unfortunately, I don't have anything in Topps' queue for redemption. So I'd have to start working on it now, and then basically the next time it's in Chicago in roughly 2+ years, it would be available if it couldn't be filled. Or you can just probably just go get one of those De Niro's if you can find one that hasn't been redeemed, throw it in the account, and they're like, they're never going to do it, and they'll just give you the damn boxes. Hey, Ryan Nola was next to me, but I was focused on looking through boxes until I left, and there was Ryan next to me. Yeah. Yep. Ryan, when he gets digging, he's quiet. He's straight down. He'll ask questions. He'll go through stuff. He's trying to get his deal, and he's just laser focused. Laser focused. I stayed 1.2 miles away, about 20-minute walk to the convention center. Was perfect and much cheaper than Lowe's. Yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing I would like is if they had like those little rented scooters or something that I could pop on. Too bad there's not something cheap enough that I could buy and like kind of lock up there and then jump on it and roller my butt away real quick. If even if something was about a mile away, because the Lowe's is in within walking distance, but it's still not super close. But that's more than close enough. Like that whole range. The other thing too is some people are talking that I know Victor was saying that the Stevens Center is still big enough to hold the show, and it's kind of a yes and a no. I feel like upstairs, the first couple aisles, one direction coming away from like the far end, those were wide enough. But if you could put 2 people in there, they almost need to practice this. And I don't know. I don't know what everybody does that runs the national. I don't know how they think. I don't know their processes. Blah blah blah. I do know what I've been told, but and I've been told this with upstairs. We can't make it feel as comfortable as downstairs because it wouldn't be fair to the people downstairs that have been doing it for so long. Horse shit. Okay, that's a fire safety up there anyway. We work in environment of care. You can't put 2 people back to back and have an aisle. All right, you can't. There's plenty of videos of it. It's not possible. Not when people are moving around and it's going on. Also, the other thing on Friday and Saturday, the line to get the wristband to come in for like your daily was crossing over another line that they were forming up there because that's where the overpass from the garage drops in to the escalators to go downstairs. So you literally had almost 3 sets of people trying to do 3 different things. You had the people trying to get downstairs, you had the people trying to get upstairs into that section, and you had the people that were lined up down the escalator all the way into the lobby trying to come up to get their wristbands. And that's the only thing that kind of sucked for the uh, the Friday, Saturday when I went upstairs because I didn't go upstairs the first day right away, even though I probably should have because it just seemed to be the best. But it just upstairs needs to be better. Plenty of room. They were selling some stupid candy. That other stage up there, when I walked by, Logan Paul was up there with the guy that dresses up like Buzz Lightyear with Geo, and then somebody else. Nobody cared. I mean, there were probably like 30 people up there. It wasn't even a big deal. I don't even know what they were doing. I don't even like that section for that. That could all be cards. That's a huge area to walk all the way in, and they occupied it with crap. To be honest with you, I don't even think I filmed it. That's how bad it was. I didn't even want to show it because it was like there's nothing over here that would interest a human being. Let's see what here's Stu. Ryan and I found about $2,500 in stuff at the half off. Oh no, 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 Paul, you showed me all those autographs and stuff. I don't know. That guy must have been quitting the show or something because he was just playing straight blowout with y'all. That would have been one of those fun booths to hit up. The guy that's just like, I don't want to carry this crap out, and that's basically what happened. Yeah, that's almost like Stu. Do you just get a box and go how much for the box and just see what you get? Like if you're at a yard sale or just at an auction. Yeah, that would have been a cool booth. I think everybody would have enjoyed that booth, especially the vintage guys from what Paul showed me. Yeah, too many $100 orders for 10 to 15. Yeah, that's what you were showing me. I got a Nagurski for $20. I mean, come on now. That's ridiculous. Yeah. Orlando, did you hit anything crazy out of there? I know the rest of them were in there picking through it pretty hard. Yeah, yeah. Paul had a whole bunch of stuff. Paul, I was surprised upstairs at the Ludex Lounge that they didn't have an athlete come in. I know they did last year. Do I know any fishing cards? Yeah. Kevin Van Dam's Allen and Ginter. Have his autograph card, and then what's the other guy's name that has an Allen Ginter? Lefty Craig, I believe. And there's one other guy's older guy. I can't think of his name right now off the top of my head. I have his autograph and his relic card, which there's a few guys I'm surprised they don't have autograph cards up yet. I haven't seen a Hank Parker. I haven't seen a Roland Martin, Jimmy Houston. I haven't seen a Bill Dance. There is a couple Shimano cards from the late 90s. This is Jay Buhner, Tony Gwynn. What's the guy's name that had the Spanish Fly? I have that set sealed still because I always wanted the Spanish Fly one autographed because he's no longer with us. His plane crashed and he died, I think, in the early 2000s. And there was one that hit eBay and it had a personalized letter that was slabbed by Beckett and then the card. But he just wanted so much money for it. And I just wanted the card. I kind of want the personalized letter to him. They were both signed, but I just wanted the card, but he wouldn't come off together. He's like, oh, it doesn't mean the same. I was like, the letter's made to you. Like, that's really personal, and you have it slabbed. I was like, I'll buy the card, but he wanted like $2,800 for the set. And I was like, I can't get there, bro. I mean, I understand it's rare and crazy, but it's like, it's just special to a couple people. And I just couldn't do it. I saved his information in case I ever wanted to reach back out, but uh, just they don't have enough fishing cards. I don't know why they don't have fishing cards for fishing. I'm assuming I think that would be a great thing for Upper Deck to do. Maybe I'll talk to somebody there because I'm trying to get allowed to go to the Upper Deck conference, which is going to be in Tampa, I believe, in November, is what I was told. So I got to reach out to Billy Cilio because me and him are trying to work on my hologram bullshit that I keep pushing at him. I think we got approval for a potential card that will be an Easter egg and an Upper Deck product, but I gotta work on him a little bit more on that because we have to get through the higher ups there and see if they'll let me do that. Everyday card collector Jason, hello everyone. Up north in my summer home, hoping to sneak some fishing in. Yeah, get it in. Y'all are getting ready. If you're far up north and the second half of the United States, y'all are gonna get a hell of a winter, and you're gonna get an early winter, and it's gonna be a cold blast. Down here, it's just raining every day, which is fine if we keep the hurricanes away. I'm completely cool with that. But this super El Nino thing, guys, I follow the weather every day for work because of a safety issue, being on the water and hurricanes. Is it going to be real interesting year, guys? Real interesting. It's going to be extremely cold up north, like colder than it's been in 15 years, probably. So buckle up. Make sure you got all your heaters and stuff like that, and get those fish and freeze them. Yeah, I found some pretty good postcards, vintage Tampa stuff. Oh, I like that. You got to show that to me, Orlando. I have some vintage postcards too from Ebor as well as Gasparilla and things like that that I picked up at yard sales over the years that I used to go to, and I kind of keep those. There was an actual set from Tampa that it's a 5 card set that's really cool that I have. But I'd love to see some pictures, so shoot some stuff over to me. See, we some found crispy Mickey Mantle in that box. There was a possible PSA 972 name with high number in there. Yeah, that's a great box. That guy just sounded like he was like, I'm not taking this home and I don't care. He probably sold something really big and just was like, I'm moving on. North Weather, I'm like, yep, muskie. I always wanted to catch a muskie because a muskie's such an aggressive fish. I want a muskie and pike, and I'd like to catch an actual, salmon, Atlantic salmon or something like that. One day I'll get up north enough to do that. And I wouldn't mind doing like a brown trout in the river or a little fly fishing. Also signed Cuban boxing and photos from the 30s. Those are always fantastic, especially in your wheelhouse there, Orlando. Sold some of those autos to a buddy. JSA'd them in there, all good. So it's not like the guy's stuff was fake. No, I mean, usually that stuff isn't fake. When somebody has that much stuff and it's older like that, people weren't really faking that stuff at that time. So it's less likely. Yeah, 1939 World Series scorecard from Cuba with DiMaggio on the front. 1910 French boxing magazine with Jack Johnson and a $5 R.D. Wilson signed 8x10. That's fantastic. Again, that's part of the thing too. You're going there, and that's where like some of the vintage guys that bring a bunch of stuff, he may not even, I mean, maybe he didn't care. He had to look at it when he sold it to you. But, they might have boxes of stuff sitting at their house. They're like, "I'm just gonna bring this," and just I just wanna blow it out because I wanna get rid of it. Um, that's always a possibility too. So, yeah, it looks got that scorecard's very cool. I wanna get out and get some fishing videos, but man, it's so hot, and even the fish are like, "This is ridiculous." But it is what it is. Yeah, they were like 10 and $20 less, 20%. Ryan Nolan discount since he bought bought do since he bought, and much I was with them buying also. Yeah, let's see. These it's just like it's like I'm watching their conversation while at their channel while they're at the show back a week ago. I mean, the best part there were a ton of two Paul autographs. Of course, you should have bought all of those and just stuck those up around your room like you were a big shot or something back in the day, and then you went to everything. Ryan can't get mad when I get them at cost. George Hallis to Paul Auto. Yes, it's funny because like I found a Tony Dungy auto to Michael, and I think I also have a Johnny Benchball autograph to Michael, even though they weren't directly to me at the time. Never met Johnny Bench, but I've met Tony Dungy plenty of times. Have you ever opening sealed One Piece? I have. Actually, these boxes are right there. Are what's left of those little booster boxes I was opening for a while. I ended up hitting an OP1 pack, which I have over here somewhere in one of my big old fat, looks like a screw down, but it's a mag that I put that pack in there to display. And I have those two left. Those, I mean, when I opened those, I couldn't get $30 for those. Those stupid little boxes up there with like 5 cards in them. I'll show one to you. These things, they're like 250 to 260 bucks now because you can get OP1 to which one was it? It's like OP1 to something here. It's a treasure. It's called a treasure box. OP1 to OP5. And then you get the promo card, which is this card on the front, which I have like, I don't know, now 8 or 9 of these that are still sealed. Even those have gone up if you could get anything graded. But I just decided to keep those two sealed for now. Maybe I'll open them. I don't know. Once things start getting too pricey for me to be willing to open, and I have no real attachment to, it's like, would I rather sell that for 250 bucks and get another card, or get into a different box? And I don't know. It's just one of the things when stuff gets crazy. It's like, is it worth opening? And I'm the guy that thinks everything should be open because it should, but it's like I don't want to be the one opening if I don't have anything, to enjoy. Brett S. Enjoyed your coverage of the show once again. Not only the cases, but behind the scenes vlogs. Thanks, mate. I appreciate it. Again, I got to get it better. I look at my stuff and I see room for improvement. And I see a lot of missed opportunity in this hobby because it's so easy to do the same thing over and over again. It's just a time and effort. I'm trying to get better at doing some editing stuff to be a little more fun, pop a few more things in there. I'm trying to create a intro that's kind of just extremely different and kind of just fun with the flair of things that I enjoyed growing up. And I do have some stuff already made up, a little opening theme song. And I started an Instagram, which if you just look up Mike Ham Hobbyist, that's more dedicated to just sports cards. And I'll put fishing in there and stuff too. But my original page for Instagram that's also my personal page. And I just kind of want to separate the two because sometimes I'm posting stuff on there and my family members are like, what the hell is this? And I'm like, it's for my YouTube. What's a YouTube? They're older. So I was just like, let me separate this. Let me start something over here. I also want to like constantly post shorts or reels and stuff like that of just this cool stuff I see hit because sometimes I'll see stuff and nobody else sees it because the feeds are all over the place. So I just wanted to start sharing stuff like that and getting that out there for people to look at. So if you haven't subscribed to the new Instagram page and you're on Instagram, I'm pretty much keeping it very hobby oriented, whatever it may be. You see anything across a hobby genre, but it's kind of sports card driven. And I'll probably put a lot of the singles that I see that are cool or nice or different as part of those feeds for other people to kind of see as well. Because again, I think I'm approaching 3,000 subs on my channel now. I think I got like 100 new subscribers from the national, which is pretty solid. They're flipping Steve up in the house. Do I own any Magic the Gathering graded or raw? I do have a few things. I don't have anything expensive. I just have newer stuff, and it's just because stuff I ran into at yard sales that I'm just kind of holding right now, and just waiting to see what else is going to be popping out. Yeah, I get the X-Pac thing all the time, to be honest with you, and it's funny, if I wear a bandana like he does, uh, I've been literally accused of being him, not in a bad way, at, some parties, in the past that is, pretty funny, because 'cause they're like, "Are you wrestle? Are you X-Pac?" I'm like, "No, I need to just run with it one day to see where it takes me. It might get me in jail, but, pure entertainment." I'm on break in my office, huh, Flippin' Steve? How's it going tonight? Is it busy there? The concert's over already, up there at your place, isn't it? And did you sell those cards already that you hit out of those boxes? Steve, that's right, Steve. Feel like Steve's got a little bit of a little juice in him for the hobby right now. See where that takes him. Um, Early on, I showed some of the stuff that I picked up. Again, I hit this hobby box of golf. I'll probably open that while I'm just sitting here chit chatting, and we'll see if we hit anything cool. This is one of the giveaways. I've been in this upper deck giveaway, kind of slow night. I've been in this upper deck giveaway thing every year. I've been in the national, and I've never once won anything off the raffles. Um, and this was the first time, and I was sitting there getting my picture taken in the back because I was like, I'm probably not gonna win anything. I can listen from in here, and then he calls my number because I just always remember my number, my last three, and I had to go shooting out, running from behind the stage all the way around because there was probably like 150 people there. Which, if you think about it, if they're giving away 30 items and there's 150 people, then you can only win once. It's a decent opportunity to win. And on Sunday, there's nobody there. And what's even more interesting is I re-entered that EQL to try and get the tots boxes because they were reselling for so much, but people were hitting such cool stuff out of them, at least for the national stuff. And it was kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I should have been paying attention to that early on because it could paid for my entire trip, potentially with EQL stuff, and then had a bunch of extra money left over. A friend of mine hit the Con Knipple Superfractor out of there, the one of one. Obviously, we know Trike hit the Cooper Flag, but it was kind of crazy. I mean, it wasn't cheap for the box with the 4 packs, but you're guaranteed two hits. Most hits were either a black or an orange, from what I saw. Some stuff a little higher number. There were autograph cards. Even there's a sneaky way to figure out what's in the box. If you wanted to be devious and figure it out, you could do it because of the extra card they would put in the pack. But they created that entire set, and this was the first year they created multiple one of ones, superfractors, and had autos mixed in with them for each of the sports. And it's not a big checklist, and they did it for every card. So if it's a 50 card checklist for basketball, there's 50 one of ones. And in some of them, there's one of one autos, again, like the Cooper Flag, which was definitely the case hit for that product. But you're talking about soccer, wrestling, baseball, football, basketball. They didn't have hockey because obviously hockey's upper deck, which I'm surprised upper deck did. They did silver packs, but it was really tricky the way they did the drops. They would post twice a day something you would have to bring up to them. And it was something you could sometimes like a box. You go buy David Adams or something and then bring over to them and they'll give you a silver pack. One day it was a Connor Bedard, any rookie card. Just bring it over to them and they'll give you a pack if you show it to them. You have to give it to them and they'll take it from you. It wasn't like that. So it was really, really interesting to just see those different activations they had going on and try and figure it out because there's no way to know until you get there. Nobody posts this stuff. It's like they're gatekeeping it, thinking somebody's going to jump this shark and they're going to take their idea. And it's just like, what are y'all talking about? Like, post this crap. I know Fanatics Fest was the week before, and it's not going to be that way moving next year. But I don't. Why are you making me go into the show blind, not sure what's going on, and not making me go chase something around the room? I just see it's a bad way to market. I don't know. Yeah, we do need Carlos to go. That would be really interesting. We need a portal for him that he can walk in and out of. So when he gets tired of it, he can just walk away. Yep, no problem with that. Again, I appreciate it. I see so much hockey down here, and nobody likes to buy hockey down here in Tampa. It's really interesting. Yeah, well, I'm not. I'm bigger than the 123 kid, but uh, about as big as he was when he was with X-Pac. Yeah, Neo did great with the EQL, but he wasn't doing the EQL early on either. Like you could do it twice a day, every day, starting I believe on Thursday. And again, I watched Brett walk out of that room with the football pack and went into a bidding war and went from $500 to 650 for a box he just bought for 250. Okay, I mean, that's 2 to 3xing your money taking 10 feet out of a door because you got selected in an EQL. And that's just one product basketball was selling for the most by far. Even after the flag got hit, even after the Knipple got hit, that was still selling for 650 because the guys were buying it for international purposes to rip. And people were getting like $250 a spot to rip 10 boxes for 32 teams. That's how crazy that was. They were making tons of money. All right, look, Steve's putting it out there. There will be a national giveaway, number 7 in 2027. So again, guys, follow the content. We'll put it together over time. We have a giveaway that's going to go on. It's a free trip to the national. Listen, this is the best deal in the hobby. I don't know why more people don't talk about it. I really don't. Even if you can't go, you should put somebody onto it because it doesn't hurt. It's such a minimal effort thing to get in or to potentially get in. And then you could do a little bit of homework and put some effort in and maybe you win. Like, it's just like a no-brainer. No-brainer. Yep, that's another one. I don't, if Carlos is still around, if not, I got an event tomorrow night that I'm doing for a friend that has a TV series on the Diners and Drives by Guy Fieri. His store was videotaped, so we're doing a watch party Friday night. After that, I'll probably jump on Carlos's show if he's not still here, put a little pressure on him on the 2027. I kind of already know what he's going to say, but I still like to poke the bear. Why not, right? Yeah, you think you saw Steve for a minute? I think I saw a lot of people before. Well, Mr. Stuka, at the end of the day, we're looking down more than we're looking up. And if we're looking up, it's because we're walking around trying not to run into people that stop in the middle of the aisle every 4 feet. Yeah, too many people, too little time. It's what it feels like. I mean, every time we get to the show, I just opened this Fleer Ultra pack. I don't know if the pack shifted or not, but look, it's kind of like tiered off. I wonder if that means they're over on that other side. Well, I don't want to drop it. Maybe there's like a relic card or something. There's a thicker pack. I'm gonna open some of these up as we talk. I've never opened up Ultra Golf. I mean, I already know what Fleer Ultra is, and it's nice that Upper Deck has it. I just wish Upper Deck had more IPs. This is kind of what the cards looks like. Cool. It's just gonna be men's and women's, I'm assuming, because that's a lady. McCarthy. I've got a shiny card coming up. I'll show you Goodman. Or I don't watch golf. I know obviously some of the main names. Let's see what this looks like. Well, let's see what can you read the name there? So I guess this is kind of like what their downtown would look like. I don't know if it's in that same level. Corda. Um Ultra Abilities. That's a fun one there. That's actually a fun card. Did a good job. They do such a good job with it, and we don't get that product in other sports, so it's nuts. Hey, Philly Joe, how you doing? Good evening, Mr. Hammond Gang. Let's see what Steve said here. I felt like the Thursday meetup was really good this year. One of my favorites since 2020. Yeah, no, I thought the meetup's really good this year. Of course, y'all went to that bomb ass concert as well. I'm just not as big of a concert guy as you guys are, but from what you showed me, it was a fantastic concert. By Smashing Pumpkins, it was much more intimate, being a smaller concert because they were there for the Palooza, but they did a sideshow because of the background they had there. And again, I even saw the fake George Michael that did the concert at the little park back over there where Tiki Tiki and everything else is. That guy did a great job. It was freaking hilarious to watch. I can't really, maybe I'll post something later just to give an idea what that looked like. Simon Cards mentioned in one of his videos the frustration of people taking the wheel to Zion kit. Yeah, so again, Zion cases there. I'm not trying to poop on them. They're very nice to us. They do a giveaway with us, and they have a product to sell. But yes, everybody's dragging stuff around. Everybody has a massive, massive backpack, and that starts to take up a lot of space. And you're trying to look at a table, especially me. I'm trying to videotape a card, and I can't get to the table because of the crap in the way. Not because the person's in the way, because all the crap is in the way. When you have those tight aisles up there and stuff, like we had upstairs, I don't know how you can limit somebody from walking around with their stuff because a lot of people are bringing their entire half collection they want to sell because of the way trade day slash night works, where you can just sell your stuff as a dealer, which I don't even know why they kick everybody out for trade night and let the same exact people right back in to reset back up. They're trading all day long. There's literally people that don't even walk the show floor. They go upstairs, they go in that giant aisleway, they go inside the room, and they're set up there the whole day. I mean, there were people that had booths downstairs that had guys upstairs as well with stuff and were buying, and they would take it downstairs. If you're gonna do that, what's the point in trade night? All the other vendors are already in there. They're already giving stuff away. They're already doing stuff. I know they do the stage thing up there, and there wasn't any time that somebody couldn't get in. So I don't even know what the point of the wristbands and everything else is. It just seems like it just creates an extra headache that doesn't need to happen. I've not been in the West Coast Card Show. The farthest west I've ever been was Las Vegas this year. I do not have any plans to attend it because if I went over there, I'd have to literally make a 7+ day trip. And me getting to the National for Tuesday through Sunday, that's the longest that I'm away from work. And it's very difficult because I don't have coverage for work and I work at a 24/7 location. That if something goes wrong, I got to go over there. Like I got to drive. So I was able to get enough stuff set up and have a little bit of boots on the ground that I could just rely on a few people to get some stuff done. I've been nonstop busy at work. I'm tired. Like even doing this, putting this just hit live was a little bit of a struggle for me just because I still have stuff the rest of this week and like Sunday's gonna be the first day for me to rest. And I would love to do it, but I'd have to be in a situation that I have coverage more than anything. But eventually maybe I'll get out there. I still haven't even been to a Dallas show. I really need to get to a Dallas show. Pumpkins was awesome. Yeah, well, Paul, you're a machine, dude. I don't know how you're even still awake now, to be honest with you. You just go. Oh, did you do 2 or 3 concerts this show basically? Yeah, they need to. Well, they can fix the second floor easily. They just need to not worry about that giant food stand and that stupid stage and expend it over to the side, which was the old walking way area to get into the show. Um, the show hasn't outgrown the place. It's just I don't think done well enough to really figure it out. And again, I don't know at what point that they'll say no to Chicago if it gets big enough because of the relationships they have with all those hotels and companies that I feel like it's kind of like the golden child. That makes sense. Also, did they vote on a new location after Chicago? So it goes Chicago, Detroit, Chicago. Did they vote on a new location for after Chicago? Because if they did, I missed it. I don't know if if y'all know that. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the VIP tickets is where it's at if you can get them. People reselling them, so I wouldn't be surprised if people buy multiple this next upcoming run and just resell some just to make some extra money because you can. Yeah, still no fish on this channel. If, I don't know, Frank. I'm trying, buddy. I could post a video if you just want me to have a video in it. I know you're giving me a hard time, uh, but I do like Taboka the bear. I got a video of me catching a bass at the lake like 3 weeks ago that I just hadn't posted because I hadn't figured out where to put it in a video yet. But other than that, it's like I got home today. It was pouring down rain so bad it was hard to get home because of the flooding. Do you ever cover the Florida Python contest? No, no, no. Usually we just take airboats, go down to the Everglades, and when you see one, you got to jump on them really, really fast. But the trick is to cover their eyes and put your fingers in their nose, and then kind of hold their head down. And if the tail tries to come back to you, that's when your buddy has to cut it off with a ninja sword. Otherwise, you're toast. Let's see. I was going back to this box here. That was that cool insert. But I don't. Lou Rock, have you ever grabbed one of the pythons down there? I know you're here in Florida. And when you go python hunting, kind of fun. Bowie knife is all you really need. Freaking rough. A lot of back to the hotel 2:30 a.m. Wake up at 6. Yeah, I know Ryan when he said breakfast is 7:30 on Friday. I'm like, oh my god, you're going to kill me. But I said I was going to come. All right, flip this first Tiger Woods on the front of this pack. Look sober there. There we go. Try not to. My fan's going. That's not me shaking. Yes, Lou Rock, we need to go. Like, let me know. Let's try and schedule this and get over to Dallas. I got a couple people I can talk to over there that've talked to me about if I come out there that they may have some rooms available at their house, and it wouldn't cost anything other than a plane ticket to get out there and maybe an Uber ride. All right, so just who is this here? Nick Cross Red, Ultra to 99. And this pack got the Tiger Woods on the top. I think that's going to be the insert for this one. these nicknames too. They're just a cute little card. It's just part of the set, though. Am I no repacks? No, right here. No repacks for me. I watch people pack those out. I see how they're done. Those are not for me. They're not set up for you to win. Doesn't mean you can't hit the best thing. They're not set up for it. And I just don't like it for that reason. I would rather open this crap knowing this is pre-repack, like it's the first run of the repack. I have a better idea what's going on in here, and that something's going to actually be there in some of the repacks. From what I've seen, I do not trust at all. Yeah, you'll watch from that's fine. We need somebody to run the light because you gotta usually do the hunting at night because during the day they're just not out. At night, when they go to lay the eggs out, it's a lot easier to do it. The only problem is with the python hunting is you got to make sure there's not one of the big alligators next to them, because that gets a little dicey when you have um, both in there. But you got to do what you got to do sometimes. Oh, we got a shiny card coming up. Let's see what this is. I'll show y'all through the camera. Was that John Daly? Whoa, homeboy is hammered. No cigarette. So that's like a gold medallion that they did in Ultra back in the day. This is a silver one. I wonder if they have gold ones too. See, that's why I like this stuff. I just man. And then trophy hunters. Check on the trophy. Is there another card? Yeah, there's another card back there. Nothing else. That one's cool too. So again, super fun inserts. Imagine if those were football and basketball or baseball these days. How fantastic those would be. Blue Rock, do you ever fish your neighborhood? I know you got the pond in the backyard. I know there's some bass in there, but I don't think you really ever fish. I don't remember seeing a fishing pole at your place. Might have to bring one out there and just drop it off. Okay, we got a blue shiny coming up. There it is. Blue is to what? $3.99. Yep, $3.99. Of Wybe Senki. Senki. That's a really weird last name. Wybe Sekin. Can you say that? Say that in chat for me, guys, because it's hurting my brain trying to say that. All right, so that was the blue. So what, we got like an insert every single pack so far. I'm falling down the right side of this box. Well, we got 28 people in here right now, so that's cool. What's going on with the football game? Anybody watching it? Lopez Ramirez, Bell Hoffman. You got another one of these. Annika Sorenstam. This is another one of those ultra all silver shiny cards. Not holofoil. Or holofoil, not refractor. Another insert behind that. Designated drivers. That's how. Where is it? They better have a Tiger Woods at this card. I'm after this. Designated drivers, Tiger Wood guy. How is that not something? Oh my God, I hope they have a Tiger Woods of this. That would be hilarious. That, to me, that'd make me feel like case hit. Holy crap. Like now I need to know if they have a designated driver Tiger Woods. I want one of those. God forbid they have them in colors too. John Daly's favorite golfer. That's one of the most talented guys. I mean, so what the guy can hit the ball barefoot, no gloves, doesn't care the club. Like it's crazy. I have his autograph on a Leaf card that's really cool. That I enjoy quite a bit, and I'm just like, yeah, John Lee, he's just a crazy dude. He's probably sitting down here at Hooters right now, pounding back a 48-ounce Bud Light. Yeah, that's true. Carson Beck looks decent. It's preseason. Don't believe the hype. I got two fisher poles. I'm trying to get into it. My daughter loves it. Yeah, I'll show you how it's done. We'll go over there and I'll show you. You only need to use a couple lures in that pond that you're fishing. A worm's going to be the best thing, and you're going to want to wacky rig it, which I'll show you what that means. We got to use a Yamamoto worm, probably in purple with a little bit of gold flake, a little silver. No, I don't have anything out for grading right now. I have a stack of cards. I took some to the national, and I was like, oh, I'll see about grading them. And then all that hoopla went down, where like PSA is like, I'm not grading anymore. And then I was gonna drop some off at CGC, but I didn't get there. I wouldn't have got it by end of show. And they're like, oh, you could drop it off, and then we'll ship them back to you. And I was like, I'll just ship them. They're in Sarasota from here. It's not a big deal. Sometimes they pop into the shows. I wanted to grade something through Baker. That turned into a shit show real quick. AGS wasn't there. I want to kind of want to see what every grading company feels like in slab in hand. I still have a tag grading submission box that I bought when they very first came out, where they have to send me a box and I have to prep all the cards and put them in it, and then they send them back or individually wrap like the high end version. I have a 5 card submission set slash request that I did with tag the very first like month they opened, and it's worth, obviously it costs way more to do now. And he's like, until you submit it, it's in the system and it has to be honored. So I was like, technically, I pre-bought it the cheaper level. So I find that kind of funny that you could do that. Okay, we got a newer insert coming up here. Looks more refractor-ish. And she is a he, Nick Dunlap. Oh, it's a flare card. That's cool. It's not thick like a flare card. It's definitely ultra thick. But the flare, that would look cool as a Tiger Woods card. Now I got some stuff to maybe go chase. I need that designated driver Tiger Woods if they have that. My God, they better have that. It pissed me off if they didn't do that, especially with all what happened. Maybe they didn't do it because of that. See, come on. How do they miss that? They better have Series 2 to this. God dang it. See, this is how you, this is, well, he probably wouldn't have liked that. Maybe if they, oh, man, such a miss. Such a miss. Okay, another shiny. Oh, here we go. I didn't slow roll this. I got to see if there's, oh yeah, this is a good one right here, guys. Tiger Woods Flare in green. This is the 199. That's cool. Let's look that over. Back 199, 123 of 199, even better. Wow, that's cool. I'm excited about that. That's a great card for me. Obviously, if we can pull an autograph out of here, it would even be better. Because there are autographs, nothing great on the trophies. And the Thirk, Jim Thirk. It's a fun one to say. I'm gonna penny sleeve this one up right away so I don't do something stupid. Like drink bourbon around it or something and start playing with it and drop it. There we go. That's really cool. Flare green. Tiger Woods, and you see it's got the little shiny shine for it. That smile on his face. All right, cool. So we're about halfway through the box on this one. Still not having a designated driver. Here are Bass Fish Lake Toho in Florida. No, I haven't. I live up by there's so many lakes in Florida. I'm literally looking at a map of Florida, especially even Tampa, and look at all the lakes that we have. I don't know how many thousands of lakes are in Florida, and we have an entire place called Lake Land. And it's not like Disneyland, which there is Disneyland, which is full of lakes as well, which by far the fishing at the Disneyland resort is fantastic because they stock the hell out of it. But there are so many lakes, like you don't have to go to a specific lake to fish. You can just literally drive by a pond and be like, throw in jiggy, 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 and boom, 4-pound bass pops out. It's Florida's an extremely unique place when it comes to fishing, especially. I think the fishing capital of the world's probably actually uh, like down there by South Beach, Miami, because you're a mile away from 1,200 feet of water, and you can basically drive a mile in, and then go inshore fishing and lobstering and crabbing. It's just you can do anything. It's wild down there. The Keys are fantastic too. It's land o' lakes, not land of lakes. Oh baby, it's land of lakes. Look at a map. The guy was wrong when he filled out the paperwork. Uh, it's just ridiculous how much water is in the state of Florida. Oh, so we finally get some fishing talk. I'll talk fishing all day long. I see. Here's the thing too: is the week before the national is always, or even week of national is the largest fishing show in the world called ICAST. I used to go to ICAST all the time. I love ICAST. I like seeing all the new crap that people come out with. Even though, let's face it, they haven't been able to really make a fishing reel different or better for like the last 15 years. They've improved some parts, but outside of that, they haven't there hasn't been a revolution in the process of a fishing rod or reel. So I have a little bit of thing when they're like, "Oh, this is the greatest thing. It's $700." I'm like, "Yeah, the $120 one does the same exact thing. Can't throw it any farther, guys." I just find that funny. But I always love to see the new lures and whatever company is pushing the most pump out and all the new little boats and the new electronics, because electronics make fishing cheating. You can literally watch the fish swim up to your lure as you jiggle it in the front of the boat and then whack it. And you're just like, oh, that's not really fishing. It's just tank fishing. But it is what it is if you got to catch the fish, right? And there's always fun when you're using side scan and you see the actual full image of a tarpon. You just get all giddy. So I get that, or a shark. That's just fantastic. So that's where it's very, very exciting for me. Yeah, Lakeland, just all of it. It doesn't just state of Florida. It's just ridiculous when it comes to the amount of water, sporting, and fishing that we have. I have a flare card here. This one looks like it's just a straight silver. Another designated drivers. This is Taylor Pindith. I wonder if there's colors on these. This was the other flare card. So this is like the standard flare card. It's always weird trying to put a card on camera. I do wish these would have been thicker, but beggars can't be choosers. I'll take what I can get. Definitely, I really like the flare cards. Happy that I got a Tiger Woods, especially a numbered one. Yeah, fishing equipment, golf clubs are the same. I'm not going to disagree with that. I will say this though: I can take a cheap club and still hit a ball just fine, and I don't hit a ball just fine. Like I don't go straight, but it'll identically curve to the right like the rest of them. But a fishing rod and reel, very particular, especially a rod with action and the type of line you have on it, and then the size of the reel is very important, because if you pick up a crappy clunky one and I give you an actually nice reel, let's say a $500 spinning reel, especially because a bait caster can be all over the place. A spinning reel, man, I mean, like I have some expensive fishing reels costing those 400 to 500, the price of a box of cards. I have a physical tool that helps me catch things that I can eat versus just throw all the stuff away in the garbage. Um, they're phenomenal. I mean, I have a fishing reel called a Van Staal, and Carl Phillips is another one of those. Van Staal, which is a solid aluminum reel. I can literally throw it in the ocean for a year and go pick it back up, and it'll just reel just fine because it's completely sealed and it's not going to rust ever. So it's just like stuff like that. I'm like, that's my doomsday prep. I just want to have a fishing reel that I know will work forever. All right, here's a flare showcase, Miles Russell, but this one is vertical. Or is this horizontal? Horizontal. Sorry. I'm new to the earth. Not numbered, obviously, because of the color. But it's nice seeing one, a different orientation. I wonder if there's variations of this with images. Again, like I said, I don't even think my hobby shop has Flair Ultra Golf. Uh, Lou Rock, have you seen golf other than maybe if it was like SP Authentic or some stupid crazy stuff? I had a 40 plunges musty swim by my dock every year once I finished the install in the spring. Yeah, just make him your friend. That's what you gotta do. You gotta make him your friend. All right, all right. Okay, we got something red coming up here. I'm gonna slide it off to the. I haven't looked at it yet. It might just be a parallel or an insert. Oh, autograph. I was going to say, is there autographs in this? Castillo, Ricky Castillo, autograph card to 199. It is a sticker, and they try to hide it just like Leaf does. Upper Deck should be better than that, especially with golf. All these guys got to sign a scorecard. Just go to the left. Sign 199 cards next. Here's a thing called Sunday School. This is a fun little insert too. Again, Upper Deck does some extremely fun stuff. Sometimes they get too cute and in their way. And I question who approves something. And sometimes I just feel like they need to throw something in there as an insert and they want to see if it sticks. So they just throw it out there, which, I kind of get it. But I'm also the person that's, if I'm already not going to like it and want to collect it and it's not going to push me to enjoy the product, I don't want it in there. I would just tell them no. Um, so far for the Ultra, though, I think everything's been quite fun. John Daly, but they used a John Daly from the past. Because look, this ain't Wild Man John Daly. It's like young John Daly. Huh. It's interesting. Card number 30. Bitter Ultra Gold. Okay. All right. All right. Castillo. We got another one of these Ultra Silver cards coming up. Neil Shipley. Got the action on that photo. I wouldn't mind some Fleer Ultra fishing cards, actually. I have to get on this. You need to just give me a job and pay me a bunch of money to enjoy my life. That's what they need to do. There we go. All right, I'm back. I think I left the studio. And now I'm back. That's what happens when you click too many things too fast. Have you ever been to the awesome card shop in Vegas? So when I was in Vegas, I tried to go to one of the card shops, and it wasn't in walking different distance from where I was. I was there for a bachelor party anyway, so it's kind of hard for me to get out and about. Let's see here. Anything in this pack? An Annika sword stem, just a base. So that was the first one. Didn't have like any insert. And then a Jim Furyk Sunday School. Another one of these right here with the little design on it. It's just an extra little foil design on the card, realistically. No, I'm still back. I'm back up, Brendan. I don't know if yeah, I dipped. I didn't mean to dip. I just hit the wrong button because the mouse was down by the move away button, I guess. So I don't know what the heck. I said I was still alive. Yeah, it's because I accidentally hit this thing and it dropped me out in the StreamYard land for a second, and I had to pop back in. I did a professor. Okay, I got a very unique card coming up here because it's die cut. So there's some die cuts in the Ultra here. I don't know what this thing is. You guys got me now? Can somebody give me like a thumbs up or yeah, I can see you. Tall. Zing Zing Twins. But yeah, so yeah, no, I dropped off because I hit the stupid button. That's completely on me. Completely on me. I said the stream kept going because it still shows live, so I have no idea. There you go, Mr. Stuke. Gonna let me back in. All right, so I have a die cut coming up. I have to figure out how to hold this because it's already like kind of loose behind the next card here because you can see the gap. See the die cut? And by the way, the cards that are in the die cut pack, the card itself around it isn't. So let's see what this thing looks like. Oh, flames. And you can see the card behind. I got to hold it. Okay, this is what it's a flare die cut. Hot gloves. And see the glove in the background? And this is of Lexi Thompson. It's a decent one. It's a decent one from a female. Hot gloves. Like this is thicker too. I wish the regular flare cards would have been thick like this. That card was super easy to be able to pick out. Got a Michelle Wee West designated hitters. I haven't heard of her doing anything nefarious, but in case she does with the vehicle, I believe this will definitely take off. That was cool. I got one pack left. So on this box, the autograph and like the flare card, which I don't think is numbered if I'm not mistaken. I almost lost the stream again. Look at my damn thing. Hot Glove Lexi Thompson. Nope, not numbered. Everything was on the far left side of the box. I don't like it when they do that because I don't want people to be able to come and cherry pick things. You got a shiny green card coming up. Another Tiger Woods. This Tiger Woods is different than the other Tiger Woods. So, okay, so I guess I have some different variations based on the set. And this last one is another flare card, JJ Spawn. And then there's this other. So usually another little base type insert nicknames in the backside here. So, okay, out of that box, the coolest hits were definitely the autograph, the flare hot gloves, and the most expensive card, more than likely, was the Flare Tiger Woods to 199. Again, this is an expensive box either. These are like $110, I think. You can buy them on Walmart, online and stuff like that. So it's just like, yeah. Again, they're so lazy. A lot of these companies are so lazy, so lazy. I'm hoping very soon. I didn't get to talk to who I needed to at Card Ladder. I don't use Card Ladder other than on eBay. I don't mind being sponsored by them. They have a good app. I mean, when you're at the what is it? The Jeff Wilson's table where they buy the cards. They use Card Ladder. They're not even using their own program. That's what kind of tells me like if they're gonna give me a free one, I'll talk good about it if it's something good. But if it's bad, I'll tell you why I don't like it. I asked people specifically at the show, what do you like about Card Ladder? And then what do you like about Jeff's, which I don't know why it's killing me right now to think about what the name of their damn app is. But Jeff's app, because of the graphs, people like the graphs because it's so visual and easy to tell, and you can do it per card or per player, per card. Market movers. There you go. Thank you very much. Market movers. It's like because you can tell very specifically. Let's face it, eBay uses Card Ladder. You can use the free card scan tool that eBay has now made, which they were pumping at the show, and they use Card Ladder for the data. So I feel like I kind of already have Card Ladder, but when I get into somebody else's Card Ladder and get to look around, I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool. There's a lot of data here. Market Movers has a lot of data as well, and I think Market Movers actually tracks more cards than Card Ladder, or vice versa. I can't remember which one it is, but again, outside of me doing like a 7-day free trial and then having to go out of my way to cancel it and then hope they don't, you know what I mean? Like we all hate that. If somebody was going to drop one to me to use, I don't have a problem talking about it, especially if it's good, because I don't see why it's not. Because I look at it on other people's devices already. So like, bring it on. I'd be happy to do it. And again, I know people that they're not. It's not that they're even sponsored. They're given a Card Ladder account to use and talk about through the stream, but they're not sponsored by them. That makes sense. It's really weird. They'll be like, here, here's a free account on our thing. Here's a code for a 1 year free. Use it, and then they reevaluate obviously how you used it. If you talked about it, then they just usually probably give you another one. But again, that's how they sell it. I get it. There's a marketing side to this, and I feel like a lot of people in this hobby don't like anybody that's helping somebody market something that everybody's already using. I just don't get why that's a problem. Um, and if they're good people or people that you like I would prefer those people do it versus somebody that I don't like, to be honest with you. Um, which is not a lot of people I dislike. I just don't like the way they come off. And that's because people change. But it's a different story. And I try not to get into everybody else's problems or get involved with them. I'm just cordial and I try to be, cordial to everybody because people deserve respect. And until they don't give it, they won't get it. That's just how that works. Nick what is it, Castillo? I don't even know how good is Nick Castillo. He went to the University of Florida. Turned pro in 2023. This is a red rainbow auto to 199. So that was the auto out of the box. But anybody have any other questions about the national? I don't want to keep everybody on too long. I don't know if there's anything else to go and watch because sometimes I'm on the streams looking for something to watch too, and I'm like, maybe I should just go live. Looks like the rookie cards out of this stuff were silver instead of gold as well. I just saw this silver one, and I noticed it was actually a rookie card. You can see the little golf ball rookie logo down there in the corner. That's what kind of gave that away. No, didn't pick up any PC cards. I didn't see anything that I wanted. I was trying to see if maybe somebody had a red PMG Mike Allstott. One pops up at the show here, but because they're in Tampa, they just want so much more than the last 3 or 4 have sold for, and they gave me the whole, it's rare. I'm like, yeah, it's rare, but you keep coming here with it and you haven't sold it yet, so whatever. What percentage of dealers were reasonably priced? From what I saw, 30, 30% on anything decent. Um, it wasn't a lot, to be honest with you. I mean, you get so much better deals at a local show, smaller shows, even Dallas. And I mean, people go to the national looking, they're fishing, and they're fishing, guys, and they're throwing big lures out there, big old shiny numbers on them that are unapproachable. Again, I see a lot of the same cards at the same tables that are all 25K. A super rare card. 3 tables over, there's another one for the same number. Not so rare at that point. If I can go 3 feet and see the same card, identical, especially ultra modern or modern, I don't care what it's numbered to, guys. They make a card numbered to 10 every year, 1,000 times for the same guy. You're an idiot. I'm sorry. Just don't buy that crap. Oh, I will. I want to start getting on a bit more. I just don't want to get on during the days that there's 3 or 4 other people on. Kind of want to have a place to go, to have a place to come and chill and just talk about whatever versus, some people that are very oriented for the show that day. I don't mind talking about anything. Sometimes a lot of show want to stay focused. And I'm completely non-focused a lot of times. And I'd prefer to stay that way because I think it's a little more fun. Um, because Jeff is using that as leverage for something else. Market Movers is being built for a longer term. Because remember, Jeff's idea of everything he's doing is not immediate. I mean, things go out immediately, but for what he's trying to build, it's a long-term play. He doesn't it's right now, he doesn't wanna move any of that stuff. He wants to continually make more shops, and if anything, franchise them. That would be their goal at the end of the day, is to franchise those stores out and get, maybe a half a dozen to a dozen of those out in the next 3 to 5 years. I think, once we get this Detroit one up and running, it'll be their first time getting a taste of what it's like to copy what they're doing, and then it's just rinse and repeat, to be honest with you. After that, it'll just rinse and repeat, let somebody else do it, kind of follow them, teach them, coach them, get some percent off of it, do some content, and then run with it. I mean, that's what I would do. It's the smartest thing to do. Card ladders at a different thing. Again, partner with eBay already. Hopefully, they get a little more AI boost. That gets in there. They'll get some eBay dollars that follow that help with a little bit more data driven stuff. And then they'll probably end up doing a lot like Market Movers does with the charts and graphs a bit more and getting more visually appealing, because most apps is ease of use and visually appealing, like how you can look at it and understand it by just glancing at it. Sometimes when I look at Market Movers and I see the line go up and it doesn't like goes up a whole lot because of the amount of sales, um, it's not impressive to me because I'm just like, I can't even tell what went up. I don't just maybe I need more zoom in. I guess I don't really know. So I see problems with both of them just from the little bit of use I've gotten out of them. I'd like to, again, somebody's gonna give me a sponsorship or shoot me one to free to try to play with and talk about. I'll give them positive feedback or negative feedback. I don't have a problem with that. I just want things to be great. Yeah, you would think that, Lou Rock. They didn't do that this year. There was no getting more reasonable. They were just, I'll take it back with me this year. This year was a little bit different on that front. A lot of guys, I don't think, went that route. I was gonna type 30%, but enough of that word. Don't worry. Shit hurt. Yeah, it was rough this year with the deals. It's not like there are no deals. Lou Rock, the first day of the show, RBI crew. I went over. That's usually my first stop. They were not buying and they were not trading. That's it. No buy, no trade. They were selling. They just basically wanted straight cash. And I think it's because last year, the first day, they damn near sold out. They were running out of cards by day 3, like literally running out of cards. And I think that they went into the show with a different idea and they left with a lot of cards because I walked by their showcase on Sunday and they were still, I want to say, 70% full. And they did not do what they did last year because of the way they approached it, I think. I think that first day on Wednesday, you have the guys probably most likely willing to buy. And hopefully they have that data now in their head, because I know people that wanted stuff and they want to do like cash plus trade, and they're like, we're not trading anything. There's no trades. We're not trading. No trades today. And they were even difficult to try to trade with the rest of the week. So they weren't even looking at cards. That's from people that want to trade to get deals or find stuff. You can't look at somebody and say, no, we're not trading, and never look at the card. At least entertain looking at the card in case that crazy card comes up. That random person that's never pulled this card out brings it and happens to show it to you first. That's the dream of the guy behind the table. It came to me first because when you turn it down and the next guy buys it and you find out about it later and you realize you're an idiot, that hurts. That hurts, guys. It really does. First table I stopped at after JSA was reasonable. Hit and miss after that. Yeah. I mean, everybody looks for something different too. So you gotta keep that in mind. There's some people that are in there that they're looking for a $5,000+ card. Super easy to find there. Super easy because they're very specific. They want a specific grade, a specific player. It's a vintage card or it's a rare insert. Very specific. They already have that idea. And this show is great for that because I think that's where you can play the most in, especially if you can find somebody else has more than one of them. Now, we also know the additive if you come across a card, the price is already different. You kind of want that one. The odds are you walk 5 feet and turn around, somebody's already bought that card. I've seen it over and over and over again. I've even seen it at the local shows. If it looks good and you're on the fence, remember on the fence means I should probably be buying this right now because I'm not going to find this at this price and this condition again. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Is it still the case that the number of cards tracked in Card Ladder is tiny? Yes, that's what I was talking about because that was brought up to me. That's you helped clear it up for me. That is still true. Market Movers tracks way more cards than Card Ladder, and this is where the benefit of most people I know have both. They really do. They have both because if you're in this business and you're flipping and buying and selling and trending and watching, it's worth paying for both. It really is. But like for me, who is more of a collector, and even though I want to maybe try to dabble in it, see if I can actually make some money to buy some nicer stuff, but everything's so expensive right now. I can't see how it can sustain itself for much longer for a lot of things. I just don't know. I mean, I could have bought and flipped a card 3 weeks ago, and I chose not to do it because I didn't feel right. I just didn't feel right. It wasn't like it wasn't a bad move. I just didn't feel right, so I wasn't going to do it. But again, if somebody's going to give me a free subscription to it, I would love to pick it apart. But I'd love to use it. I think it would be great. But yeah, with Market Movers having way more cards in it and the graphs are a little bit nicer, that's why people use it. No, I didn't make any pickups, Steve. Nothing there other than just ripping some stuff that I won from Upper Deck and some cards and packs that were given away at the show. That's about it, really. The box I won was Fleer Ultra Golf, which was actually very fun. I think, like I said, price point's like $110, $120. I would recommend opening it. I'm very upset that the Daily Drivers doesn't have a Tiger Woods. That's just a shame. That would probably be the number one card for Upper Deck outside of one of the rookie autographs, RPAs. There's no point in going to the National unless you're hunting some rare PC items. And that's what I was saying. Again, I go there because of the friends, the people that I don't get to see other than through stream, getting to shake somebody's hand, give them a hug, shooting the shit, getting to, talk to some of the people you see everywhere else. I met Rob Veras. I didn't think I was going to see Rob Veras at the show. I didn't think I was going to meet Rob Veras. I didn't think I was going to talk to Rob Veras. Rob Veras is there's still a person, but he's a fun person. Joe Perot. I didn't think I was going to meet Joe Perot here. And Joe Perot in person is way more fun a lot of times than he is in stream. Like he was letting loose a little bit, and I liked that version of him better. And I wouldn't have known that if I didn't go to this show and meet him and get to hang out with him just a little bit. And it's always fun to be around the rest of the guys because they're fun. As someone who is going for rare PC items with cash, can we tell the Pelican Case boys that nobody cares about their kabooms? You know what? I'm the same route. I'm early kabooms I'm okay with, but all the new kabooms I think are a joke. They're not rare, but I know people that do simply kaboom repacks, and they do extremely well. So that group of younger people that are involved in that, a lot of them, their entry into this is retail, and you can hit kabooms in retail, so that becomes their love. So I kind of get it from a standpoint if I was younger getting into this just now, where my focus would be because realistically, kabooms slash downtowns were the only things you can hit at a retail from Panini, and they were the bee's knees. So I get where that falls, and there's a lot of them, guys. There's a lot of them young kids around. Look at Pokemon, dear Lord. I found a bunch of bazooka cards from the 1960s. That's the kind of stuff you don't see often, and they were not expensive. Yeah, if you know what to look for and you have that understanding, yeah, you can find stuff here, especially if you know specific dealers that usually bring that stuff, or you can look at a table and tell that everything they have there's going to be in your wheelhouse. I think from a standpoint of very specific vintage that you're not trying to scour eBay with, people with high prices and dumb stuff, or trying to look at marketplace and then fight somebody to get somewhere fast enough to find that, grail or that golden goose. I think the National, for a standpoint of stuff like that, is a fantastic place. You just stay in your wheelhouse, and that's what's so nice about the National. It has multiple wheelhouses in one building, and you can't see all the wheelhouses in one day. So, and you can go always dabble in something that might be interesting and go look. Again, I like people watching. I don't like people dodging, which I have to dodge a lot of people, and that was annoying. You're just walking straight, and then somebody just stops. They don't look at a case. They just stop in the middle of the aisle. That's why I call it, like flying a TIE fighter, because you literally have to go in and out and back and forth and in and out. And it just gets a little frustrating when you're just walking and then somebody just stops because they're going to look at their phone. And just pull over, guys. Just put the blinker on, move over to the side table, get out of the damn middle of the damn lane. All right. You can look everywhere, every direction from where you're going to stand over there instead of disrupting the entire group of people trying to get through. That's what drives me nuts. Yeah, you're right. I'm not a flipper at heart. Not for cards. I'll buy something at a yard sale, flip that thing 4 seconds. But for some reasons, I just have a different opinion being at a show. I guess I don't want to feel like I burn somebody too. It's different when you're in front of somebody and then the next week you're in front of them again as well. Um, I've been at a show looking through some boxes sometimes or stuff. I'm like, you got this price wrong, brother. I'm, I'm like, you got a good deal going here, but it's priced wrong. And I've done it both up and down where somebody thought they had something better than what it was. And I just show them that it wasn't a $500 card. It was a $40 card. And they get crushed. Let them flip their kaboom in downtowns all they want. I'll buy up all the rare case hits from Hobby. Yeah, I mean, I think right now, again, we're getting a really heavy boom from the 90s and early 2000s. There's so many stuff in the 2000s you haven't seen 1% of it, guys. The amount of inserts from different sets and the amount of competition that was going on. Everybody keeps trying to figure out what the new PMGs are, the new rubies, the new this, the new that. There is something out there. I just don't know what it is. And the biggest problem we have is the majority of the hobby is set up to where there's like 3 people in each sport that everybody and their mother wants to collect, flip, buy, whatever. And then everybody else that it's not even the S tier. I don't even know what the next tier is. It's like you go from tier 1 to tier 5. And it's almost like you have to like that specific player or team to even care. We always talk about it like, where's the all the Albert Pujols love? Well, it's not going to happen. Sorry, just not going to happen, guys. Ichiro, these guys have been great through a time that people were already watching them. How many people love that player more than they love the team that they always enjoy? Versus people that just like King Griffey Jr. no matter what team he was on or what team they liked. We got a little bit of push for Barry Bonds. If he gets into the Hall of Fame, you're going to see him probably shoot right past King Griffey Jr. He's literally going to go fall right up behind Ohtani. Like he'll shoot past Judge. All right. He might even in certain instances pass Ohtani in certain things. He doesn't have all the newer rookie RPAs and things like that with all the different, he has all that stuff, but not as a rookie card like Shohei does. So it's a completely different run on that one. But if he gets in, I think like Mark McGwire would get a lot of love. I mean, look what Jose Canseco's stuff sells for. If you really go look at it, he's got extremely good following, and that's what drives markets. Yeah, you can have a case hit from certified for less than half the cost of an equivalent downtown. It's true. Oh, true. Rolling Thunder of the Zion cases. That's right. Again, like the rolling case that Zion had when I was over at Zion, he said that was their number one seller at the show. He's like, we're gonna run out of these. He's like, we didn't think we were selling this many of these roller cases, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't have thought that either. But my God, everybody and their mother with these rolling cases, at least have the ones with the 4 wheels on it where you could like stand it up and roll it. When they have to tip it back on the 2 wheels, it just creates just taking up 3 to 4 people of space. It's annoying, but it's the only way to carry 100 pounds of cards. Golden Hour says spending 5K and being served by a rude dealer. No thanks. Again, we were trying to buy a card from a dealer. Steve was. It had a $3,000 sticker. Steve tried to trade him a card, and the guy literally just started degrading his 8.5 card. Like, oh, this is not good. This is not created right. And this was like, he was to the point. Steve wasn't willing to go back to try and buy that card because of how that dealer acted. That was disrespectful. Like that, literally, that was the epitome of a bad dealer. And it's just sad that people are like that. Eh, Again, you can take the national however you want. Again, the VIP pass with the extra hour, which I know Greg Midlife was talking about, the extra hour sometimes was getting cut off simply due to the fact that the line was too long or it was raining, so they let people in early, which that's a humanitarian thing. Um, and trying to make people happy. And I'm not against that. But if you paid extra for VIP to get that hour and they're only giving you that 30 minutes to run around in the much lighter foot traffic with people, that is a disappointment, to be honest with you. So I mean, this is where this specific location does not do well because I've been there multiple times where it's been raining, super hot, whatever it may be. The line's a freaking literally a mile long, goes past the Lowe's. Um, there's gotta be a different way to do something, a staging area. I know they did the zigzag on the lines upstairs, but that only holds so many people. Only so many people. Let's see, I saw the 8.5 in question, it's properly graded. You could tell me that it's a 9, yeah, fine. It's again, it's just one of those things that almost wish somebody else would have came up and just told the guy he was an asshole, to be honest with you. And it's what sucks is the card he had that Steve wanted is only a pop 3, so he can't go somewhere else and get it. But we might be able to get one made. It's an autographed card of a specific individual that if you can get a signing for him, you can reproduce what that guy had graded. So Steve's looking into that because we found some guys that might be lining up a specific autograph with a specific person. I can go to local card shows and avoid all that headache with free intros and no line. Yeah, 100%. Especially if you have shows. There's still a lot of people around the country. They don't have shows. They're not even near a show. And if they're near a show, it's maybe once a year. Um, I like Star Wars cards. The problem is they've now printed too many of them. And I think they're kind of ruining a lot of the Star Wars product. I think the early Star Wars product is fantastic. It's got truly rarity to it. I just don't like what they're doing to it right now, and they're making it a very niche buy. And they're like everything else; it's getting way more expensive to get into. So, is it really worth it with the bang for your buck anymore? I mean, look what Topps Chrome Hobby Basketball is dropping. It was like $1,000 for a hobby box, or I don't know, 800, and then a little over 1,000 for a jumbo or something like that. I tried to get in EQL today. I don't even know if I won. I haven't noticed my credit card getting charged thousands of dollars because there's literally thousands of dollars to get into multiple boxes. Like it's stupid. This is the price of a freaking 2004 Honda Civic to get 3 boxes of cards. And it's just like it's to chase the Cooper Flag debut and the Dylan Harpers and the Con Knipples, and I get it. Those are lottery tickets, but at this point, would it just be better off spending that money in a backyard breaks? Because since they're going to get 300,000 cases, they're probably going to hit 30 debut patches. That's probably your best odds. It's sad, even though that Dual Otani was pulled out of the Boca shop down there, um, which is interesting because you're going to hear somebody hitting a debut patch out of a blaster because they put that stuff in blasters now. They never used to do that. They're sucking the little guy in. I know what the marketing's doing. I like that there's the opportunity because that's all you ask for is the opportunity. But at the end of the day, it's sucking you in because at any given point they can pull that back or they can lie to you because they don't put odds on packs anymore. So you don't know what retail versus hobby really looks like from an odds standpoint. And I hate that there's no odds. You have to tell me what's in the damn shit that I'm buying. Like it's frustrating. Yeah, correct. That would be the other thing too if they've skipped years, even in regular sports, not just Star Wars. The same thing with the sketch cards. There's so many sketch cards now, and there's so many good sketch cards. But how do you value a sketch card that's not from a specific artist? And a lot of these artists that they pay that aren't the big names, they don't pay them hardly anything. They give them some AP cards for sketching out 100 cards, and then you say, "Here's 5 AP cards, and whatever you sketch on once we approve it, you can sell that, and that's how you're going to get paid." That's a little bit slimy for people that are making, I don't know how many 100% per box. Uh, Again, they want to 10x the hobby. Right now, they're 10xing their wallet first, and then the hobby's kind of following because of all these bounties that get put out there. And it's starting to get goofy with the bounties. We've seen the girl from OnlyFans now put out a bounty. She don't even have that much money. So she's offering like $1 million or $2 million for the Cooper Flag. That's just gonna. We all know it's a multi-million-dollar card, but how many millions? What would you think the Cooper Flag debut patch autograph would sell for on the open market? I mean, I know the Dual Otani is what that sold for $11 million, which I honestly think it would have gone higher. And the people that put the $13 million offer were upset that that wasn't even offered to them. Uh, and I agree. The last time we needed Olarian Shine to keep getting more shit. It just feels slimy. It just feels slimy. At least the artists have low overhead. Yeah, they do. But a lot of these guys, I mean, I follow still a few of these guys that did this from the original masterpieces. Um, they bust their ass and all they have is art in their life and they don't really have a real job. That is their job. And for the amount of time, effort, and even the materials, you would think, oh, it's not a lot of paint and some pencils and stuff. Those markers that's $20 per marker sometimes. And when you're doing some sketches, you'll go through, a few markers in like a week and you only got like two good sketches out of it. Or the bleed on some of them and the colors change. It's the only way to get a certain color out of it when you're doing the art. There's more to it than you know, and the only reason I know is because I've sat down and just kind of talked to some of these guys, like, what do you got to deal with? What are you doing? How long does it take you to do one of these? And they'll be like, this card right here took me 23 hours. And you'll look at it and be like, oh, it's a fantastic card. It didn't look a 23-hour card, but that's what it took them to actually make. So it's just crazy. I used to watch Nar, if anybody even knows who he is from Marvel Masterpieces, draw early in the morning. And, you're talking about somebody did something extremely fine on a card and you're talking about he would put a week and a half into a card. That's nuts. I'm sorry. I mean, what's a week and a half of your time worth? For a card that he probably got 5 grand for. So I mean, that sounds great for a five, but if you're looking at this card all day, it's just hard on the hands and the eyes. And you're doing something off the top of your head, so it's a little tricky and you can't mess up. There's no messing up. It's kind of crazy, guys. It really is. Everything has its extremes, and that's one of those things that sometimes there's an extreme for sure. I don't remember standing in a line of more than 3 to 4 people all week at the National. No, I mean, I didn't stand in line at the bathroom either. The coffee line was long in the lobby, but you could always go to the coffee shop by card ladder, which is usually, let's say, 4 to 8 people deep. Even at the height of the show, that was the better coffee anyway than the Starbucks. I think it was cheaper too, and the girls that were working there did a fantastic job. They were busting their butt. The food options there were god awful. Even my poke bowl this year had less in it. It was kind of disappointing for $19. I was lucky if I got 4 ounces of salmon in my bowl, and the rest of it was just like random lettuce and rice. So that was a little disappointing this year as well. I thought the Cleveland National food was way better organized. There's places to sit. Um, at this show, it's like I don't think the venue can handle in a nice way that many people. It's not built for it. They need to do something. They can do it. They just are they willing to do it? I just feel like you got a whole year to figure this out. What are you doing the entire year? Half of this stuff, since it's constantly being at the same show, it shouldn't be changing enough to where it makes their life so difficult to change stuff when you have 364 days to do it. You know what I mean? Like they know when it's going to be. They know how it's going to be. The fire marshal is extremely familiar with the building. They could probably get the plans already drawn up in the next 3 weeks and get that into the fire marshal to figure out will this work and play that game. Oh yeah, no, they're gonna bump the prices up. There's just no way. If the people are gonna keep coming, it's just like the blaster boxes. If people are gonna resell this crap for double, triple, then they're gonna start taking the vig. Hey, whoa! It's $20 blaster. They're getting 40 for it. Let's bump them to 30. They're gonna buy them anyway. And then they sell them for 60 and they're like, whoa, let's bump them to 40. Same thing with mega boxes. The mega box, $80 now. It's going to be $100 a mega box. All right. Like I know the new Topps Chrome just resale is probably going to be 150 a mega box. And it doesn't make sense. And for what you get out of it, it's a way harder chase. So I keep saying a scratch off, not a regular lottery ticket. Scratch off has better odds than a box of cards at the same price because I think a $20 scratch off is 1 in 4.5 to win your money back, and then to win anything above that. Like, can you say that about any blaster box of cards right now? I don't think you can because the majority of the cards that come out are straight garbage. VIP should go up for the ones using the VIP lounge as a dealer setup. I agree. I think that they need to do something with that area up there to help force if you're going to come there to do that, you better pay for it. Like at this point, you're paying for it. Like I don't see this thing is you have two different versions of the VIP lounge. You have the all day crap, and then you have the night stuff. So do they have a bigger breakout room that we can use? I know there's breakout rooms all over the place upstairs. Do they have another ballroom that we can use? And maybe segregate it to where I don't know. It's because then you're trying to promote. You're promoting the setting up at a show without paying the stupid prices downstairs to try and get into a table upstairs, which you're mobile and you can come and go as you want and you can choose your days. Or downstairs, you're kind of roped into something. You're being judged the entire time you're there to even see if they're going to let you back in. Because one of the tables that I have friends with down there on Saturday, they weren't even sure if they were going to be allowed back at the National next year. And they didn't do anything wrong. They were just trying to figure out if they would just start booting people out. And they already got kind of screwed with the tables and setup they had. They had no room at their table as a dealer downstairs. And it was very disappointing because the previous years they had room. And then it kind of like, dog shit them. And that wasn't cool. And they're very good dealers that move cards that are very easy to deal with. They buy and sell. And I just don't get it. It's like, who's looking at this crap? And it's like, who are you trying to massage? You got enough room upstairs to add another freaking 50 to 100 vendors. And you're down here picking on somebody who's doing nothing wrong that's busting their ass. And I just don't get it. Who's doing this walk around check off stuff that's supposed to be incognito? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'd love to be a part of it. I'd love to see what it looks like from the backside. I'd like to get the information that would give me more clarity, but everything's gatekeeping, and I don't know who they're gatekeeping against because they have no competition. It's not Fanatics. So it's just kind of stupid. See, I know 2 or 3 dealers at my local show who set up as dealers in the VIP lounge all weekend. Yeah, why not? Like I said, there are people set up downstairs and upstairs. So it's like, okay, cool. I mean, like I said, people go to this show to literally set up upstairs to sell stuff. I saw some fantastic stuff. I'm having cards in cases, final edition coming out tomorrow. I've already got it uploaded. That upstairs on Saturday night, I saw some cool stuff. Some really cool stuff. Saw a really cool Brett Favre helmet card too. I was thinking of you about. But it's like I hadn't seen a lot of that stuff downstairs anywhere. And I see it upstairs. I'm like, hey, y'all dealers? Like, well, we don't own a store, but we set up at shows all the time. And that's what I got a lot of. I'm not a dealer, but I set up at local shows all the time. So they're basically a dealer. And then they brought basically their dealer stuff to the National, set up basically as a dealer. Just upstairs in the anybody can do anything they want. They can't control it. If they try to push back, it's going to get worse. I also thought security at the show sucked. There is really no security. Half the time I saw the cops had to come in from outside to go inside to do anything. The majority of the main security you see there is by the convention center. Those guys are not even glorified mall cops. They can't do anything to you at the end of the day. And then the people that do have actual police officers, because they're guarding, a $3 or $4 million table. And his job is just to stay at that table and do nothing. He stays at that table and makes sure nobody does anything. He's not responsible for the rest of the show at all. He's in charge of his clients that have paid him to be there, to use his badge, his gun, whatever it may be. Other than that, the other people that are there, they don't even know what half these cards are. They're amazed by sitting there looking at it. And they're like, what the hell are these idiots doing? So they need to do something. I don't know why, like how more theft hasn't happened at the show or crazier things with the amount of people running around with cash. Like there needs to be a better level of security in and around that facility. Maybe there's a bunch of undercover people running around, but I ain't seen it. Yeah, it was weird because a lot of guys have brought credentials, PMGs, rubies, except of nobody players instead of Favre, Reggie, Dion Rice, Barry, except $150 case type stuff. That was weird. Yeah. I mean, the nicest Rice PMG was the one sold to King of Cards that guy brought in that he did that big deal on. And that was really cool to see that card because I mean, I was able to stand over that card at the table um, while they were doing the deal for a second. But seeing stuff like that, like I don't know if I'll ever see that card in person again or one like it. It's possible, but not likely. And this is where I like to see stuff like that. And then right now we have the internet until somebody does something stupid. But what were we doing here? We're a little over 2 hours, guys. Wow, that flew by. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready. What are we at? 10:30 my time here in the great state of Florida, and I'm gonna get ready to pop off. And anything else? Anybody got anything else they want to ask? Throw out there. I'm a game. If not, I'm gonna get ready to shoot off stream. Like I said, I'll try to jump on Carlos's channel because I'm Carlos tomorrow night. Do my normal pop in, and just shoot the shit with the guys. It probably won't be until after 10 if I do it, and just roll into the weekend. I got a show on Saturday, I believe in Clearwater. So I'll have potentially cards and cases, what it looks like after the national. Again, I'll have a national cards and cases final edition that will come out tomorrow morning for everybody to watch. It's like a 27-minute video, so it's a lot of cards going through there. When you start putting that thing together and hit 27 minutes, you're like, holy crap, that's a lot of cards, especially the way I have short clips that go in there. But the idea for cards and cases is to be cards, not really anything else, even though moving forward, I'm just trying to do a little bit more B-roll. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Stuke, for, sitting in here. You've been through here pretty much the whole show. Again, super sad that I missed you at the show because I really did want to see you, shake your hand. But we'll get back to that, won't we? 7. I heard that the sports card nonsense show they tried to food poison people until the national stopped it. No, I didn't hear that. I mean, I was up there. I went and shook Gio's hand because I'd met Gio before. He was, I guess, when I sit in this chair, I look small because I'm not. I'm 6'2", 230 pounds. And I walked over to Gio, introduced myself. He's like, "Holy crap! I didn't know you were this big." He has little hands, by the way, too. I don't think I have giant hands, but I mean, my God, he must feel good about himself every day he wakes up. But yeah, thank you very much, CC. I appreciate it. I just like busting Gio's balls too. He was a really nice guy to me, and I don't have anything against him. I just like poking the bear. When somebody's willing to be playful, I'll be playful back. But all right, guys, I appreciate all of you for stopping by. Well, I'm gonna try and start doing a live once a week. I might just stick to Thursdays, to be honest with you. I don't think there's a whole lot going on until Thursday night football really kicks in, to be honest. And hopefully we can grow on this and just make it a recurring thing once a week. That way I'm not overly stretched out, and talk about whatever pops up. All right, guys, take care, be good. I appreciate everybody stopping by, chatting, coming in, and have a good weekend.